it's not just about content alone. It's about content combined with tech that's going to deliver a new generation of experiences. And what are those experiences going to look like? Well, we think you're going to need to cook them up. You're going to need to follow something that we call the display diet. And what are the elements of the display diet? Well, first of all, it's serving less. And in the user experience perspective, less is more. Scarcity definitely beats volume. By being able to create a scarcity, fewer ad units on the page, then you're in a position where each of those ad units are more valuable to publishers. I mean, to publishers and to advertisers. And today, we're very dependent upon cookies. Very dependent upon this as a way of retargeting, of following a user around the web. But as what happened with Flash, with the introduction of the iPad, the cookies as a tool could rapidly change. In fact, they could go away in light of policies such as do not track, and also new browsers which allow people to opt out. Then we've also got to cut out junk. Today's publishers run remnant ads when they're not running display. And in a lot of ways, we're teaching the audience that we really don't care what kind of advertising goes alongside the content. And what's fascinating is every display unit on your site is now branded by the worst, ugliest, lamest remnant ad that runs in that space. And so it all ends up to quality, but it isn't just about the quality content. It's the fact that the advertising becomes part of the content itself. And quality does matter. We have a whole part of the web today that can be characterized as content farms. And given the fact that search engines will now change their algorithms and are going to eliminate as much spamming as those algorithms, the farm subsidies for these content companies are over. And there is a huge advantage to people who are creating content for actual human beings versus people that are creating content for search engine robots. Content can't be shovelware. It's going to demand a native experience on every single device. We have to expect that there's going to be a massive set of new devices, and in order to be able to have great content on a site, it's going to make it much easier to build a new business than to just buy one. And the whole new set of devices that are going to be out there are going to require a native experience. If you think about it, we are going to have hundreds of millions of devices within the next couple of years, and we're going to have a new device probably every 3 weeks. So from a content perspective, as well from an advertising perspective, we need to be able to create ways which take advantage of those formats and take advantage of the unique features of each device. So as part of the recipe, we've got to add home cooking to the mix. I mean, home cooking, you can go out, you can have food that's created by a corporation, but home cooking has that special sense about it, something that's created by somebody who loves you, somebody who's doing it specially for you. And advertising has to follow the same model. If you're going to have a display unit and it's not in some way or the other related to the content, then it's not going to be able to communicate the message or provide the kind of value for advertisers.